Hello everyone, Nikita here. In this presentation, I am going to discuss the organometallic compounds which can be utilized for organic synthesis. We will discuss specifically the organotin compounds in this presentation. So the presentation will cover the general introduction of organotin compounds, and we will focus on tri-N-butyl tin hydride, which is also known as TBTH, its preparation and its application in organic synthesis. Organotin compounds are those compounds which have the carbon to tin chemical bond. They are also known as stananes or organotin reagents. The examples can include like tetraalkyl tin, which can be denoted with R4SN, and other examples are like organotin halides, different organotin oxides or hydroxides, and so on. As tin is a heavy metal from the carbon group, due to its larger size, tin forms the polar bond with the carbon. So its bond length between the carbon-tin bond is quite high, so it is very polar, and this bond is quite weakened. So whatever the group is attached with tin, it can be transferred to the other groups. Here, tin as an electropositive metal, carbon will behave as a nucleophilic character, and it can gives a lot of variety of product. Organotin reagents dominate the field of radical chemistry, so they are very useful to synthesize the different organic radical which can be rearranged themselves and gives a wide variety of product. We can synthesize the organotin compound with a wide variety. So here we are including the Grignard reagent, or we can take the organolithium reagent. So organolithium or Grignard reagent can react with the tin halides, then they can replace the halogen with alkyl group, and we can get the tetraalkyl tin compounds. There, with the using the Grignard reagent or organolithium, usually the symmetrical organotin compounds are obtained. So these organotin can further react with the different tin halides and gives the redistribution products. That means by using these organotin compound in the different ratios with tin halides, we can get the tin halides like dialkyl tin dichloride, trialkyl tin chlorides, and so on. So using the organometallic compounds like Grignard reagents or organotin itself, we can prepare the wide variety of organotin compounds. Now in upcoming slides, we will focus mainly on the tributyl tin hydride. Tributyl tin hydride is a organotin compound which is useful for radical generation, hydrogenolysis, carbon-carbon bond formation, hydrostenation, and cyclization. So we can say this is a very useful reagent in the organic synthesis, where it is useful to synthesize different drugs, different steroids, different carbohydrates. So we will look its application in different aspects. Firstly, we will see how we can prepare the tri-N-butyl tin hydride. We can reduce different tin halides or tin oxide compound in presence of a reducing agent, and we can form the TBTH. So here we will see first reaction where we have taken the alkyl tin halide, which is reduced in presence of reducing agent like metal hydrides can be used, and it will provide the alkyl tin hydride. Usually lithium aluminum hydride is preferred, though we can use the diborane, sodium borohydrides, or lithium hydrides, etc. can be used as a reducing agent. Now in this reaction, we have used the bis tributyl tin oxide, which is reduced in presence of lithium aluminum hydride, so it will provide the tri-N-butyl tin hydride as our main product. Except that we can use the similar reagent. This tri-N-butyl tin oxide can reduce in presence of polysiloxanes, where the silicon having the hydrogen bond will provide this hydrogen to this tin oxide and reduce this into TBTH, and it will form the PDMS, that is polydimethyl siloxane will be our side product, that is silicon polymer. So it is also useful reducing agent to reduce the tin oxides into the tri and butyl tin hydrides, except that we can use a decarboxylation process where the tri and butyl stanyl formate can be thermally treated at around 200 degrees Celsius under reduced pressure, so it will provide the TBTH when it because at a high temperature it will release the CO2 and forms the tri and butyl tin hydride. So by these different methods, using metal hydrides, diboranes, or decarboxylation process, we can use the we can form the tri and butyl tin hydride. Now it can be used in different reactions. So firstly we will look towards the halides. This reagent is quite chemoselective as well as research-selective. In respect to the chemoselective, they are useful to treat with the alkyl halides, nitro compound, and acyl halides, except that they are tolerant to the many functionalities. So here we will look towards the halogen containing compounds. That means then we use the TBTH with the alkyl halide, then that alkyl halide can be converted into alkanes. So simply haloalkanes in presence of TBTH will convert into the alkanes. Like here we can see the simple representation, then the haloalkanes treated with the tri and butyl tin halides then will get the alkanes. This is the TBTH, where the center is the tin metal and it is attached with the 1 hydrogen and 3 tertiary butyl groups. So we can say like this, it is tertiary butyl and here it is hydrogen. So it is almost the structure. Now coming to this part, this is tri and butyl tin hydride in presence of UV radiations or thermal treatment, or usually in some of radical initiator like ASA bis isobutylonitrile, which its structure is shown here. So here we can say this molecular nitrogen will eliminated by the homolytic cleavage and will get this free radical having cyanide and 2 methyl groups. This can help to create the stanyl radical, trialkyl tin radical or stanyl radical. Then this will abstract the halogen from the haloalkane, so it will convert into the organotil halide, and from here we'll get the alkyl radical, which abstracts the hydrogen from the organotin hydrides and convert into the alkanes. So TBTH serves as a hydrogen donor as well as a radical generator to reduce the halides and provides the alkanes. Now coming to the examples, here we can say we have taken the iodoalkane in presence of tri and butyl tin hydride. It easily gives the heptane even at the room temperature in quite good yield. Here also we can take the cyclic compounds where the cyclohexyl bromide can also treat it with the tri and butyl tin hydride, and this also breaks the CX bond, that means carbon bromine bond can easily break and it can convert into cyclohexane moieties. So they provide a wide variety of alkane in presence of organotin hydrides. Now coming to the reactivity part, here we can use a different type of halides, though the fluoride is least reactive and iodides compound are the highly reactive. And coming to the alkyl group part, as carbon free radical will generate, so those compounds which are giving the benzylic radical, they are quite reactive in compared to the aryl radicals due to the stability of the carbon radicals. Now coming to the examples part, here we can say this is a bicyclic system and the chlorine is present at the bridged position, though the tri and butyl tin hydride can easily cleave this bond, this carbon chlorine bond, and it can provide the hydrogen. So simply bridged halo bridge compound can also be treated with the TBTH in the milder condition and get converted into the alkanes. If we are taking some ZAM dihaloalkanes, like here we have taken the ZAM dihaloalkanes, that means two halogen compounds are present on the similar carbons. So here there two bromines are present on the same carbon. When these type of compounds are treated in presence of TBTH, then these both halogens will replace by the TBTH and it will convert into simply alkanes. Now, if Zam dihaloalkenes, similar case we are taking, but if two different halogens are present, then according to the order of reactivity of halogen, that halogen will be replaced which is more reactive towards the TBTH. That means iodides are more reactive than bromide and then chloride. So there, instead of the carbon chlorine bond, we'll found that the bromine is replaced by the hydrogen, because bromine is more reactive than the chlorine. So chlorine will remain here instead, and then the hydrogen will come instead of the bromine. So these compounds are quite selective when there are different type of halogens are present. As I have already told that the TBTH is chemoselective reagent, so it is very useful for the breaking of breaking the carbon halogen bond, but it is tolerant to the many functionalities like epoxides, acetates, alcohols and so on. So here we can see when the phenolic ethers or the epoxides are present here and the halogen is also present, then if we are treating this molecule with the TBTH, then only this CBr bond will break and hydrogen will come at that position, and this epoxide ring remains intact. So it is useful in a lot of synthesis. Now we can see its application in medicinal chemistry as well as steroid chemistry and carbohydrate chemistry. The first example will be for the medicinal chemistry. These type of molecule can be treated with the tri-n-butyl hydride, where the hydroxy, acetate, epoxide and alkenes and different type of moieties are present, though it is very selective towards the breaking of the CX bond. So here the chlorine is replaced by the hydrogen in this molecule, and this molecule is epoxy diterpene, which is a very useful anti-tumor drug. So this is TBTH is used in the medicinal chemistry to break the carbon halogen bond, and it replaces this bond with the hydrogen while remaining the other groups intact. Similarly, we can see if we are taking this type of molecule in presence of tri-n-butyl hydride. So here we have a cyclic ester molecule, alcohol molecule, ethers molecule and so on. Instead of presence of all group, only the tri-n-butyl hydride will replace the iodide by the hydrogen. So this type of reactions are useful to synthesize a different type of compounds. Like this compound will be treated further and will synthesize the thromboxane B2 molecule. So TBTH is useful in organic synthesis, in medicinal chemistry, in carbohydrate chemistry to synthesize the terpenes, steroids and so on. Now coming to the TBTH after dehalogenation or hydrogenolysis, we will say these dehallucination can be coupled with different moieties like tri-butyl hydride will break the carbon halogen bond. If any double bond or triple bond is present in the similar molecule, then it will go for the intramolecular coupling reaction. Like here we can see 6-haloalkene is taken as a reactant when it is treated with the tri-n-butyl hydride in presence of radical initiator, that is aza bis isobutyrylnitrile, then we'll get the methyl cyclopentane. So here the coupling reaction takes place. How the reaction goes on, this when in presence of aza isobutyrylnitrile, TBTH will convert into the stenyl radical. So this stenyl radical will abscess this halogen and will convert into the alkyl radical. Because olefin is present in the same molecule, so that can undergo the homolytic cleavage, and it will this carbon free radical will attach with this carbon and this free radical will generate. So here we'll get the methyl cyclopentane. Though this can attach on this carbon and forms this 6-membered ring, but in case of tri-n-butyl radicals, usually the 5-membered ring it forms. That means kinetically controlled product is the major product instead of 6-membered rings. So after that methyl cyclopentyl radical will form that will abscess the proton from the TBTH and will convert into methyl cyclopentane. Similar example we can see here. We have taken this alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound in presence of some vinyl chloride. So in presence of TbTH, this Cl radical will stanyl radical will abstract this chlorine, and here we will get the radical on this carbon. So because of olefin is present in the approachable position, it will attack on here, and then the hydrogen will abstract. So we'll get this product. Now coming to the other example where even the heteroatoms are present, they remain intact in presence of tri-n-butyl tin radical. Here we can see there's a nitrogen is present. Though CX bond will break and this carbon free radical will generate, this carbon free radical will attack here and will get here will get this radical just similar to this structure. Then we'll get this product. So tri-n-butyl tin hydride is useful to synthesize the cyclic ring structures also. TbTH can be used to dehalogenate the compound, and even if the olefins or the alkynes are present which having a electron withdrawing group, then this will goes for the intermolecular coupling followed by the hydrogen abstraction reaction. Like when the organoiodides or the organic halides are treated with the stanyl radical, then alkyl radical will generate. If a olefin is present having the radical stabilizing agent, that means electron withdrawing group like aldehyde, cyanide, ester, etc., then what will happen, this R free radical will goes here, and here we'll get the radical. Like so here we'll get the new radical which is stabilized due to this electron withdrawing group, and in presence of TbTH it will abstract the proton. So here instead of direct this bond cleave and we will getting the same number of carbon alkane, we are getting the high number of alkane, homologous alkanes. So we have taken example. Here we have taken the cyclic halide which is treated with the alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde in presence of TbTH. So we'll get this type of product. So these are useful for hydrogenolysis, intermolecular coupling as well as intramolecular coupling. Now we will see towards the TbTH application towards the carbonyl compound. When the carbonyl compound like aldehyde ketones are treated with TbTH, then the hydrostenation reaction will goes on. That means it will give the addition on the carbonyl compound. So what will happen, because tin has a positive charge and hydrogen has a negative charge, and due to this oxygen's high electronegativity, this hydrogen will goes to this carbon and oxygen will have a negative charge, so it will have the trialkyl tin part. So this adduct in presence of protonolysis like water or any reducing agent, this bond will break and it will provide the alcohol. So carbonyl compound in presence of TbTH can be converted into alcohol. Benzaldehyde is reacted with the triethyl tin hydride in presence of AIBN, which is a radical initiator. It accelerates the reaction. So it will give the adduct like this. Then on the protonolysis, like we can treat them with the methanol or water, then it will convert into the benzyl alcohol. Here we have taken a acetylene, which is alpha hydroxycarbonyl compound. When it is treated with the tri-n-butyl tin radical followed by the protonolysis, so here this carbonyl compound will convert into alcohol, because one chiral center is present already and here one chiral center is generating, so it will give one diastereomers. In these cases, TbTH will provide the enantiomeric excess. That means one type of compound will form in a majority. So here the erythro compound will form as a 90% ratio in compared to the trio compound. So these type of reactions are useful in asymmetric synthesis using the TbTH. Further, TbTH can be added on the carbon-carbon multiple bond. That means it can be added on the double bond, triple bond, allenes and so on. Here we can see the tri-n-butyl tin hydride radical reacts with the different type of multiple bond and provides the addition reaction. So when it reacts with the olefin, it gives the alkyl tin radical. When it reacts with the alkyne, then it provides the vinyl tin radicals. Similarly, it can react with the allyl halide, allenes or dienes and provides a wide variety of the organotin reagents. When it reacts with the olefin, it will goes in that part that will give the most stable radical. If triene-butyl tin radical will react with this olefin or any olefin, then stanyl radical will attach on this carbon and it will give this carbon. Similarly, we have seen in the dehallucination coupling reaction, so it will give the radical which is stabilized and then the hydrogen will abstract. So here triene-butyl tin hydride will attach on this carbon which is unsubstituted, and then this radical will generate on this carbon which abstracts the hydrogen, so we'll get this type of organotin compounds. If we are treating the terminal alkynes with the triene-butyl tin hydrides in presence of radical initiator, then the tin radical will also goes to the unsubstituted carbon, and firstly we will get the Z isomer. So that means triene-butyl tin radical and hydrogen will attach in trans manner, but later it will convert into the E isomers and we'll get the hydrogen here is opposite to each other, so we'll get the E isomer. So the TBTH is also useful to synthesize a different type of organotin hydrides or organotin tin compound. Now coming to the reduction of acid halides, as I have initially said that though TBTH is very chemoselective, it only reacts mainly with the CX bond, that means it is useful to the alkyl halides. Then it can react with the carbonyl compounds and provides the alcohol. It usually reacts with the nitro compound and removes the NO2 group with the hydrogen. Also it helps to reduce the acid chlorides, and in presence of acid chloride, when reacts with the TBTH, they provide the aldehyde and some amount of ester will form. Here we can say how the reaction mechanism goes on. TBTH in presence of radical initiator uviride, it will by the homolytic cleavage will get the stanyl radical. This stanyl radical will react with this acid halide, so it will abstract the chlorine and here acyl radical will form. This acyl radical can abstract the hydrogen from the TBTH and convert into aldehyde, or it can further react with this aldehyde molecule. So this free radical will form this bond with oxygen and here this bond will break, so we will get this type of radical. Now it can abstract the hydrogen and forms the ester. Now we have taken one example with the benzoyl chloride. When benzoyl chloride reacts with the triene-butyl tin hydride, it can provide the benzaldehyde or ester by the similar mechanism. Here we can see this can abstract the hydrogen by this, then it will convert into aldehyde. If this free radical and this free radical will break, then here this oxygen free radical, this free radical will remain and this will form the bond with the acyl carbon. So by this we will get this radical which abstracts the hydrogen and convert into ester. So TBTH is quite useful to synthesize a wide variety of compounds in organic synthesis. These are center for organic synthesis by the radical chemistry. They dominate the radical chemistry because the stanyl radical are quite stable and they are useful to synthesize the carbon-carbon bond formation. They are useful to synthesize the ring compounds. They used to reduce the compounds like acid halides into the aldehydes or the nitro compounds into the alkenes. They remain intact in presence of they are tolerant to different functionalities like acetates, epoxides, and they can cleave the carbon halogen bond selectively and very useful to synthesize the wide variety of steroids, carbohydrates, and different anti-tumor drugs and so on. So thank you.